name's Gonzalo Archivio. I'm 42 years old, and I'm the creator of D-Boss Old Garage. D-Boss Old Garage is a vehicle restoration workshop. The idea was to work on classic vehicles, but reinterpreting them to our own taste. We don't make a 100% original car. Instead, we give it our own touch. Why go to the Dakar? It all started at the Santana Trophy. In 2025, in April of 2025, we went to the Santana Trophy, and honestly, it blew our minds. We took a Land Rover Santana, had a great time, did 1,000 crazy things, traveled through Morocco. We loved it. And honestly, we came back to Tenerife really tired and said, well, that was good. But then we were left wanting more. And it kept itching at us. Like that, the bug bit us and we said, let's take it a step further. So now the idea is to do the Santana Trophy twice, preparing ourselves for the 2028 Dakar. Anyway, the trophy is just crazy. We arrived without a clue, landed in Nador, Morocco, and we had a road book we didn't even know how to use. And some directions. We got lost 200,000 times. We reached the first camp, made a couple of friends. The place is really cool. It's a camp full of Land Rover geeks. You start making friends. Campfires, beers coming and going. The next day you head out and you're already part of a group. And there's plenty of adventure. Sometimes you have dunes, you cross rivers, you're in sandstorms, some very crazy things happen. And that's what's leading us to take this step. Well, stories from the Kofi. There are so many. Honestly, thank God we brought a GoPro and filmed everything. But one of the many was when one day we were climbing this massive sand dune. We'd already been driving in the sand for a couple of days, so we thought we were Superman. And when we got to the very top of the dune, there was nothing on the other side. We fell. We totaled the car because we broke everything. The tire came off the rim. We bent the bumper. The fender was bent. Well, since we had plenty of tools, we went very prepared to break the car. We fixed it right there with help from friends and support, pulled it out of the hole, and kept going. The story's much longer than that, but it was a lot of fun. The car we were driving is a car that I really love. It's a Santana 2500, which to me is like a war tank. And we put it through every possible hell to break it, and it got us out of every mess. I'm not saying it didn't break, because we pushed it hard, but we went into a river and got water in the engine. And we got it running again without any trouble. We had that crash I mentioned earlier. We did some crazy things with it. People who went to the trophy know it for that. And honestly, we love that car, and for me, it's a perfect 10. Well, but for the Dakar, it's different. No matter how much we love the Santana 2500 for the Dakar, we need a car that allows us to maintain a steady pace. The idea is to sign up for the H2 H3 category, and for that we need something with a bit more power. So here we have Chulo. Chulo's a Defender 290 that we found in the warehouse when we bought this warehouse in ruins. And honestly, we were really excited that this car we found abandoned could be taken to the Dakar. Besides the sentimental part of the project of taking this car to the Dakar, it's actually a very good base. Why? To go to the Dakar, we wanted a car that doesn't have electronics. We have several T5s, but we didn't want to mess with that. We'll probably go without assistance on the project because we won't have the money for that. So we have to be the drivers and the mechanics, and we want to have as few problems as possible. This is a very reliable 200 engine, very easy to repair. The wheelbase seems to us to work very well in dunes. It's a car that we're going to take completely apart because although it's a good base, it has many problems. It has a rotten bulkhead. The chassis has several damages. The mechanics will have to be completely redone. So in these episodes, what we're going to do is show you the vehicle's disassembly process and the restoration with all the improvements that we'll be making to it. We want to make suspension improvements. For example, if we have the money, put in separate suspension reservoirs, improve the ratio, reinforced axles, the engine. We're going to rebuild it and maybe give the turbo a bit more pressure and improve all the cooling. Because you have to think that we have stages of 800 kilometers, well, maybe not that many, but 600, 650, and that's at very high temperatures. We don't want to have problems. Well, now the idea of this channel, to be clear, is to show you a bit of what we do in the shop, how we have fun, how we struggle with the cars, and what the process to the Dakar would be. We don't want to show just the process of building a car for the Dakar, but what we want to show is the whole process. that going to the Dakar entails. First, we need to get sponsors, which is the most important thing because it takes a lot of money. Second, all the bureaucracy. We have no idea what it takes to go to the Dakar. We're going to do it, but we're going to learn it with you. Third, building the car, which is the coolest part. Fourth, seeing the tests and so on, everything we do, and learning from mistakes because we're a restoration shop, not a racing one. But well, it's something we've always liked. So, in all that jumble of things, we want to make a channel so that everyday people find out what the deal is with going to the Dakar. And for you to help us get sponsors, backers, and people to join us in achieving our big goal, which is to go to the Dakar. So if you like what I've been telling you and want to see if a couple of losers are capable of reaching the Dakar and finishing it, I ask you to join us, subscribe, hit the bell, and all that nonsense they always say that I don't know if it works or not. But we need followers, so see you next time.